How come Russia is a bad guy and US is not? Simple question, hard answer. Russian people probably think America is the bad guy. To an extent. Many Russians obviously hate Putin. Chinese people think America is the bad guy. Reddit is a pretty American, Western-dominated site, so it's pretty fair that everyone here doesn't like Russia. On a Russian or Chinese website you might see the opposite. Woof. This comment section. It depends on the media you follow. If you spend time online you'll see a lot of hate to the US. There is no black and white or good and bad. It's shades of gray and nuance. But as much as people accuse the US of poking the bear and causing Russia to invade Ukraine etc., there were a million other options for Russia. Russia could have poured money into Ukraine, could have been an ally and made a situation where Ukrainians would genuinely want to be part of Russia, and it might have happened eventually anyway. Instead they chose to kill, rape, take by force and made Ukraine hate Russia for the next 50 years. America is by no means perfect, but a world without them would mean countries like Russia and China would take what they want without any repercussions, which would be catastrophic for the rest of us. Outside the US, America is the bad guy to many. History is written by victors. The idea that the US are the good guys is politically juvenile. The idea that any country is the good, bad guy in matters of war is juvenile. There can be no politically sophisticated discussion whilst using such terms. To be quite frank, there are a lot of reasons to call America's invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan comparable to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It's hard to find an aggressive invasion since 1944 which isn't. Both the annexation of Ukraine and the invasion of Iraq are heinous. You're only comparing shades of criminality. Putin bombs hospitals. George Bush killed 1 million Iraqis for no good reason. Obama introduced drone warfare and bombed weddings. And it's not like there's uniformity in believing that America are the good guys. Go to either side of the political aisle and you'll hear plenty of criticism of American foreign policy. They just tend to be complaints about the other side. At the end of the day, you can call any side hypocritical till you're blue in the face. What really matters is reducing harm and preventing the senseless loss of life done in the name of power and greed. It all comes down to propaganda. People in the West assume that they're immune to propaganda and would recognize it when they see it. In contrast, they think that every other non-Western nation citizens are subject to transparent propaganda and are too dumb to see it. The truth is propaganda is constant in the West, especially in the US. There might be internal conflict, but anything related to a rival or enemy of the state is unanimously denounced as bad. CNN, Fox, MSNBC. Every network spouts the same kind of propaganda. If you look at other sources of info, like Chow Collective for the Chinese side of things, they're not based in China by the way, you'd start to see the constant use of propagandistic methods in the West. It's pretty sad and demoralizing actually. Anything and everything that goes against the American propaganda, China bad, Russia bad, Islam bad, etc., is instantly mocked as false, or as a bot not acting in good faith. People don't even want to think that the narrative they've been fed could be false or untrue. If you want a book regarding fake news, written way before fake news really took off like it is today with social media, check out Trust Me I'm Lying, Confessions of a Media Manipulator by Ryan Holiday. Watch out though, ignorance is bliss. Whataboutism doesn't make what Russia is doing any less worse. The US has also been a bad aggressor in the Middle East especially. Russia is committing multiple war crimes in Ukraine. The US committed war crimes in the Middle East. One doesn't cancel the other. Russia is trying to make part or all of Ukraine theirs. USA along with other nations went to Afghanistan to fight terrorists. They also gave Afghanistan money, equipment, and training. If you want to talk about Iraq, well, I don't know what to tell you. They both are. Us is the bad guy for lots of people. Just look at Reddit. Everyone hates us for mass shootings and Trump and cops and racism. Whataboutism. No one is defending the US. We are condemning Russia. It is Russia who is currently and directly invading a country. When someone commits a crime, no one goes immediately and says, but why no one is talking about this other criminal somewhere else? No. They take care of the criminal at hand. That's what's happening. The US isn't currently invading a country and it isn't directly involved in Ukraine either. So we talk about Russia because Russia is the aggressor. Well, I saw people in the Middle East begging Americans to take them and running towards the planes. 'Cause they knew what was coming after they left. Also, USA isn't threatening to nuke the world. You can't compare the two. Russia literally attacked another country and plans on taking it in 2022, threatening anyone with nuclear weapon. The US is about 15 times richer with many rich allies, lapdogs. They can afford to make people shut up. No one is saying the USA isn't bad. Russia just got the spotlight since they like doing war crimes and genocide most recently. The US has done some pretty horrible things. They're not the good guys. I'd say most people see it as assholes. US. Helping a country fight against an even bigger perceived asshole. Russia. The Middle East, Central and South America.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.